So, there are going to be times when you want to use one of your favorite brand photos on a website with a solid background, inside a lead magnet, on a Facebook banner, or in other branded graphics. But maybe you took the photo in your office, your living room, or somewhere else, and while you love the photo of you, you don't necessarily want everything that's behind you. And that's where removing the background comes in. Once you remove the background, you can take that same photo and place yourself over your brand colors, backgrounds, graphics, or pretty much anywhere you want. So in this quick tutorial, I'm going to show you how to remove the background from your photos using Canva. So let's get into it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to click on Create on the home page of Canva, and we're going to select an Instagram square. And the reason that I like to use the Instagram post square is because that's about the size of the hero section that you're going to place your brand photo on. So that's like half the section of the website. So it works for that purpose, and that's why I like to use it. So we're going to click on Instagram post square, and I'm going to bring in a photo that I uploaded, and we're going to use this as our example. I'm going to stretch it out so that it fits inside. Okay. And then what we want to do is we want to click on the image. We want to click on background remover, but we want to make sure that Canva does indeed remove everything, because sometimes it can leave some remnants, but it's pretty smart. So let's go ahead and click background remover. And you see over here, it left some of the other elements. So it can be really tricky if you want to use this photo. We're going to have to do a little bit of work to it. So in order to make it 100% clear, we're going to have to get in here and we're going to have to do a little bit of work. Now, I do advise you that you take a picture in an area that is a little bit less surrounded by stuff, so that when you go in to remove the background, it's going to be a lot easier. So keep that in mind when you take your photos. If you're not inside the training area inside of Brand Swatch Studio and you want to learn more about what type of photos you should be taking for your brand photos, you can also reference my photography guide in the educational section of brandswatchstudio.com. It's actually a bonus if you purchase one of the brand kits. So if you are inside of the training area, make sure to check out the photography guide, because I go deeper in there into planning what photos you should take for your website, social media images, etc. So that way you know to create specific photos that are going to be used for clear backgrounds that you can place anywhere. So make sure to check out the photography guide if you haven't already. And if you're not inside the training area, you can always pick up a copy at brandswatchstudio.com under educational guides. All right, so I'm going to get in here after I duplicated the copy, so we have a clean copy, and I'm going to click on background remover, and that's going to open this window. And so what we want to do is we want to start erasing things around it. So you can change the size of the eraser. For now, I'm just going to erase as much as I can. And we're just going to erase as much as we can. And let's just keep on erasing. I'll play a little music here. Okay, so that's how much I've done so far. Now, here's what we can do. We can make a couple of determinations, okay? I can bring her down, and if that's as much as I want to show her, then I don't need to do any more erasing. I'm going to bring her up so she fills out this space, and then I'm going to look, I'm like, okay, does her hand need to be in the photo or not? So considering that her torso ends around here, that's about as much as I need on the photo. So I don't need her entire hand. Okay, so I'm going to align to the page and I'm going to center it. So now I'm going to click on background remover again, and I'm going to go in there with the details. So for that, you're going to want to zoom in, and we zoom in right down here, so we can get into the little nooks and crannies. So now I'm going to make the brush a little bit smaller, and we're going to have to get into the details here. Now, if you go a little bit too much, like I did there, you're going to click on restore, and you're going to bring the little bit back. And then we're going to keep on erasing. So I'm going to make it bigger so that I can get in there and do more of the detailed work. But in order to do that, I need to make this smaller. Okay, so that is basically it. We can even leave it like this. If you don't want to have her hand in there, we can leave it out. When we look at the finished website, we can see that she has one of her hands in her pockets, but the other one is out of the scene, so it's totally okay. So now you'll see that if I put any background behind her, let's go ahead and select her brand kit. Her brand kit is Cherry Spark. Okay. So no matter what color I put behind her, it's going to look nice and clean. It's going to look better because we removed the background. So you can do this with any photo, but I do recommend that when you take your photos that you are mindful of your surroundings. That way you can create photos that are easier to remove the background from. All right, so we're done. Now you can add this photo anywhere you want. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you how to crop your images and how to install them on different places like a website header, an ebook cover, a social media graphic, etc. That way, now you have a clear photo that you can use anywhere you want. And when you install it in your Canva brand kit, you'll have it available anytime you need it. Let me show you what I mean by that. When I click on brand, I have a copy of her photo right in here. That way, when I'm working in Canva, I always have that photo available to me. But I'll recap that on the next video, so make sure to check that out. And if you're working on branding your business and getting it out there into the world and you're not quite sure where to start, come check out Brand Swatch Studio. I've created done-for-you brand graphics kits, website systems, and step-by-step resources designed to help DIY business owners create a brand and website they're proud to put out into the world. You can check it out at brandswatchstudio.com. All right, so that is how you prepare your photos so that you can put them anywhere you want inside of your website, social media graphics, ebooks, etc. This has been Barbie Figueroa. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on another video.